Hi, I'm G with Self Mastery. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm with my lovely Jordan co host here. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, G. Nice to see you.
So, today we figured out I want you to tell us what's happening astrologically so I can introduce our spread. So, you go ahead. Let's talk about what's going on.
Well, right now there's the very, very romantic conjunction of Venus and Mars in Leo. Leo ruling, of course, the heart, creativity, sex, joy. So that energy is very influential right now. Perfect time to do a love reading.
The reading we discussed, it's called our relationship analysis reading. Now, this is just an analysis of the relationship you're in, or will be coming into, okay? It's a six card spread with the near future. And then, of course, I know at the end of every reading, Jordan, you like to do your oracles. And so we'll be doing the oracles after near future question. So the first question we have, well, I'll tell you what, I'm cutting the deck. I've already shuffled and meditated, obviously. So we have love in me, the foundation of this, your love situation, any blockers or inhibitions, your love challenges, advice from the universe, and the overall energy in the near future. I'm going to save that till after the fact. I want to flip it, but I'm not. Sorry.
Let's see.
All right, you want to see it? The
No,
near
listen.
future? You want to see the near future before you even start?
No, just being impatient.
Uh, yeah. I don't think we want to show that just yet. Something's up, people. Something is up with this near future thing. All right, here we go. Loving me. Oh my gosh, Ten of Cups. One of my
Wow.
favorite cards to start it out. Okay, so all right, so here we go with the Ten of Cups. Right now, loving you, you are in comfort heaven. You're at your 10, you're at a completion. And the fun part about it is in this new love in you element, you're starting full circle on something else. I'm telling you right now that you just went to another level in the relationship. It could be with just the emotional aspect, and we are going with the cups. But right now, I am feeling intuitively that you are experiencing bliss. There's a bliss element in here. I don't know why I feel it. Um, but that's what we're getting here. A very emotional ending to a new beginning of something even better. And that's what I have in Jordan. That's my first runoff with the Ten of Cups. So you go for it. I want to hear this.
It's very interesting. I am getting the energy of completion off of that Ten of Cups as well. Like it now is the culmination of one phase of your relationship and a new one is about to be born. To clarify the Ten of Cups, we have the Eight of Wands. Fire energy. We have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius here. I'm not surprised with Venus and Mars in Leo right now. This is passionate, rushing, open energy. This is going for it. And I don't blame you with that Ten of Cups there either. So it's like good to go. The dam has been broken open, and all of that passionate energy can now flow.
My Ten of Cups here is the fact of there's a fire, there's wine, there's a cat, there's a family pet chilling out. This shows a level of just to me it the happiness, but there's another word, and I'm feeling completion, but one word that is sticking to my mind right now is fulfillment. And that's the word I'm getting is fulfillment.
Yeah, same. That's got a really strong fulfillment energy on it, especially with the
Okay,
Eight of Wands.
the next question is the foundation. And the foundation I have is the King of Wands. That is a beautiful foundation to start off. It is knowing it's to me it's taken in all that power, all that sexual energy, all that passion, lust, pride, the good stuff you need to really have that next level of energy. And right now, I'm feeling through the cards that your next phase is going to be even more passionate than you ever thought. This King of Wands brings it on. but also controls it. And I'm sensing now with this completion of cups, the emotions there. You're going for the next level. And I'm honestly feeling it's going to be, uh, to me, the next level's going to be in the bedroom, pretty much. I mean, that's what I'm getting. It's a very sexual, high sexual energy that I'm picking up here. I don't know about you, but I'm going to, you clarifying that, but I am picking up rockets.
Well, it's interesting because all of that firepower of the eight wands with 10 of cups is very, very steamy. Then, of course, we get the fire king himself, the king of wands. And interestingly, I did draw the clarifier, which we'll go over in a second, but look who turns up on the bottom of the clarifying deck. There's the king of wands himself, just letting us know that yes, this is about me if you're the king of wands. So to clarify the king of wands, we have the judgment card, Sagittarius and Scorpio energy. You can see how there's a real rebirthing quality in this particular judgment card from the light seer. So this is rising up out of what keeps you down. The King of Wands is very sure of his own passion and sits in his own confidence. It's certainly tied here to this Eight of Wands. So when the King of Wands wants something, he goes for something. But this is like rising out of ashes that might keep you chained to the past so that you can be free to express. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. It has to do with the karma and our past energies. And there's the rising up of Sagittarius right there.
Phase of stuff, there's a confidence that happens. There's a confidence that happens with your emotional maturity, one, but it also happens sexually. There's a confidence that happens to where you actually feel sexy again. You actually feel more in control again. You feel more desired. And with this King of Wands here, the desire aspect is just building tremendously. I'm feeling that in your relationship, both couple, you and your person. That's what I'm getting here. So I want to take a look at the next card. It's called Love Situation, okay? Ho, ho, ho. All right. All right. This changes things. So with the love situation, we have the Hierophant. Mm. All right. First of all, we're going to go numerically with change. We know that there's a change coming, but this change is the first thing I'm getting, Jordan, is marriage. I'm getting that you're starting to hone in on your relationship to where your yeses and your nos and what you mean and how you feel. It's actually taken to heart, where before you had areas of play, areas of gray area, but now in your relationship, there's kind of no more gray area. You've come to a conclusion of this is who I am, this is who you are. And you have these four pillars right there around it, which there's stability with that. There's stability in this change, and I'm also sensing another commitment, but this time spiritually. It's a spiritual commitment, and I'm looking to you for your clarification now.
Yeah, something about me wants to tie that Hierophant card into that Judgment card because when you get to the fives in tarot, of course, the Hierophant is number five in the major arcana, so it's ruler of all the fives. When you get to the fives in tarot, it asks you, what are you committed to? Where is your commitment in your own heart lie? And how does that manifest externally? So with the Judgment card, it is about reconciling with what brings that sense of commitment to you. And clarifying the Hierophant, we have a number five, the Five of Pentacles. So that makes sense, of course, with the Hierophant ruling over the fives. But the Five of Pentacles is an energy about being willing to wait for total fulfillment. From the five to the 10 of Pentacles. Of course, we want to get to all the tens in tarot. So when you're willing to sit in the Five of Pentacles, it's like, I'm only going to invest or make moves forward into something that's more abundant, not accepting the small comfort of the Five of Pentacles. You can see in this deck, the key right there by the door is visible. She could walk through into the small comfort of that Five of Pence, but she's not. She's waiting for what she wants to fully commit herself to with the Hierophant.
our next question in the thing are blockers and inhibitions. Interesting enough, the Five of Pentacles is there getting ready for this next question because Five of Pen is usually a blocker. I mean, it's change, but it's also change that is unfulfilled and usually is kind of on it's wonky. So let's see what we got, okay? Blockers and inhibitions. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. Now, Six of Wands and a blocker and inhibition is a very interesting card to have at this point. Kind of challenging too. So if we were to say that a six is a blocker, the first thing that comes to my mind is okay, there was a victory. There are small victories over everything, but I'm also sensing a prideful knowing of a blocker could be think you've already won the fight in your brain and it's a cockiness. Don't ever think that you don't have to win this love. You don't have to work for this love. You don't have to work in this relationship because you already have her or him or you, if you know what I mean. So to me, the major thing that's coming up to me as a blocker is the fact of because you already think you've won their heart doesn't mean you have to work to win their heart. And that's bad. That's going to the five. That's that not quite there yet. So the first thing I'm getting is the blocker of thinking you don't have to fight anymore. You've already had a victory over the heart. And you've got to nourish it. And that's what I'm getting. And I'm going to ask you your opinion. What do you think?
Because we had the King of Wands show up twice, which is the King of Confidence, there could be a bit of a lacking confidence in the fact that you will obtain victory in this situation. Because to clarify that Six of Wands, two came out. So they came out together. I'm going to accept them. We have the King of Swords, air energy, and the Moon. So, what could be lacking here a little bit in the challenges is confidence because there could be certain things that your mind can't deduce. The King of Swords only wants to take action and believe in the things that are very clear, very certain, right? There's no confusion. If the King of Swords can't see clearly, then he's not making a move. And with the Moon there, Cancer and Pisces energy, there's something unknown or something that you can't quite see. So you might be lacking confidence in taking action because of that. Because the passion is the passion, yeah. But the King of Swords wants to know, but what do you know? What are the facts in this situation? Those are two very conflictual king energies.
Well, one thing too is you're saying lacking confidence in a scenario, but I also have in the blocker with the six is also being too confident. I'm also getting that.
Yeah, there's a second guessing energy happening for sure, coming in with this King of Swords energy. Again, the King of Swords is questioning, but do you really have this? What do you actually know here? So there could be that, like I say, conflictual king energy here between the swords and the fire, right? There's the cool, calm awareness of the King of Swords, and then the act on your passion of the King of Wands with some unknown element here. I might clarify that, Moon, a little further. We'll see.
All right. Well, it's interesting because then the next card we have in our reading or in our questions is love challenges. So in our love challenges, we have an Ace of Pentacles here. And to me, when I get the Ace of Pentacles, it's just huge. A challenge is accepting this new beginning. It's so big and it's larger than seed, it's larger than this oak tree. It takes a mature person to be able to handle this new beginning. And the love challenge is the fact of you might not have, as Jordan said, you might not have the confidence to handle this new beginning, this new journey. The Ace of Pentacles is a huge beginning. I think it is the biggest beginning for me when I get an Ace of Pentacles. It's the biggest one. So
Mm-hmm.
the challenge here is accepting the fact of is being able to walk into that because it's so huge and not being afraid. And I'm going to go with what you're saying now with not having the confidence. What do you think?
Yeah, it seems to be heading in that direction for sure. The clarifiers keep wanting to come out in twos, so I'm just going with that. With the Ace of Pentacles as a challenge, again, we're going back to what that King of Swords wants to know. To move things out of that kind of murky realm of the moon and into something solid and tangible. I can hold this, I can plant this. That's what the King of Swords wants, certainty. And that Ace of Pentacles is a very certain energy. It's solid. You can sink your teeth into it. Clarifying that Ace of Pentacles, we have the Star and the Chariot. Unbelievable. We have Aquarius and Cancer here. So again, this is like believing in the wish of this situation and making moves towards that. It's quite interesting to have the star and the moon together because it's that murky energy again of what did you wish for? And with the chariot here, it's like taking, believing that what you wish for has that grounded reality and you can move towards it, you can step towards it. You might be having a little trouble, little challenge listening to your intuition because that King of Swords is there. And he's like, intuition, the moon, all well and good, but what do we know? And then I'll make my move.
I'm loving that. Now, what everybody waits for in these readings is the advice. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go with the advice. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. I'm loving that. So to me, the advice is to embrace the certainty and to embrace the groundedness and the stuff that's already been established. Now, I'm going with this. You already have a home or you're building a home. You need to embrace that with confidence. And you also, there's an attitude of gratitude we have to have here. And I'm sensing that. So, in the advice, and this is such a green card. So, be confident in this creation. See all that green? That's nurturing. And the color just stands out to me to where a queen has confidence over her kingdom. The king is the kingdom, but the queen kind of runs it, you know? And you have to have that confidence and poise, I'm sensing too, to understand your big, again, I love it how it's right underneath this pentacle. Uh, what a better position, you know, to have that
Hmm.
queen right underneath there. It works perfectly. What do you
Hmm.
think?
It sure does because that Pentacles is coming up, yeah, in the challenge position, but I'm actually getting it more as a fear. Again, with that uncertainty for the King of Swords. So when the Queen of Pentacles falls there as advice, the message I'm getting right away is that, yeah, this is solid. You can trust this situation. Your person's coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. That's pre Empress energy. So there is a solidity there despite the moon. And clarifying the Queen of Pentacles as advice is the Two of Cups, water energy. Look at how beautiful that Two of Cups is. See how each cup is filled with equal but different offerings, creating the perfect balance. And that's what the Queen of Pentacles does. So the advice is telling you you can believe in that pentacle, that solidity. It is in safe hands here and it is equal give and take.
I'm sensing be a part of the creation. Don't be an observer with the Queen of Pentacles here with the Ace. I'm really sensing that you're going to feel better if you just become a part of it. Don't fight it. Actually become part of it. Become part of the Two of Cups. Be one of
Well,
those cups.
I'm excited. Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Sorry, because I happened to notice on the bottom of the deck, just as you were speaking, that we have the Six of Swords. And that is moving out of that internal struggle, that mental conflict that the King of Swords is currently under, trying to see what can't be seen. There is a certain amount of faith that's required. But the Six of Swords is like, out of hell with it, I'm going for it. I'm tired of sitting in that energy of internal struggle and wanting to make that move going forward.
Because now, because I had the, remember that deck I looked at, had, you know, it's not been touched. But the near future, you just had Six of Swords, right? Or
Yeah, we
the
got
near
the Six
future.
of Swords.
I just got the Eight of Swords.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
So that coming into the near future, that's the Eight of Swords. And let me tell you something. It's breaking through. You said six. That's go, but the Eight of Swords is that advancement with the knowledge you have, breaking through those shackles, breaking through what you can't see and everything. It is getting out of your head at this point and getting into the reality and actually becoming more cuppy. Once I see my Eight of Swords, Jordan, I am to me you get cuppier. Something cuppy happens after you break out of that. That's what I always received anyway. What do you think?
Mhm. It's not unusual to see the Eight of Swords when there is kind of an emotional dilemma on the table, because the Eight of Swords can be, once again, trying to see what you can't see, trying to know what can't be known. And so you're kind of in this, that Five of Swords that I talked about, that mental struggle, trying to see out where you can't see. As the clarifier, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. This is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. So, along with that Eight of Swords, again, I'm getting this real feeling off you like, is this solid though? Really questioning the passion and the emotion. And I can understand that. With Eight Wands, 10 Cups, that's a lot of steamy energy. And with this Queen of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, but I only want what's solid. And so that Eight of Pentacles or that Eight of Swords still has you a little bit wondering, is this going to grow into something I can rely on?
Also, too, what I'm getting to with this Queen of Pentacles is you also want something you can control. Now, just be aware of that. And because we did have the Hierophant here too. So there is a controlling factor of the spiritual side of things, controlling, the spiritual aspect of this relationship. And I don't know, something tells me that you're looking too far into something. I think you need to feel more than look more. I think you need to feel more in this scenario. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. This is about following your intuition. The King of Swords is the key to this reading right here. If you can work through that kind of cynicism and doubt that the King of Swords tends to bring into emotional situations, then you would see clearly with the Two of Cups and that Ace of Pentacles that the solidity you're looking for is there. It's just a question of believing in what you dreamed and taking action towards that.
Again, dreaming for this big butt pentacle. It's my favorite card. It really is. This look at it's like your golden ticket. This is Willy Wonka, man. This is the chocolate factory. That's how I sense it.
And one more glance at the bottom of the deck to just close off the final energy there. We happen to have, what do we got here? The Eight of Pentacles. So it is about putting in more grounded effort into the situation. With that Ace of Pentacles, too, it's like bringing in that kind of solidity that you're looking for. With these two kings on the table, the King of Wands and the King of Swords, what's missing there is the King of Pentacles, and that's kind of where your doubt's coming from, probably. The lack of like things that are solidly known in the situation. That is the strongest message.
This reading being more pentacle based and how we I mean with the 10 of cups, that emotion is spot on. You got the King of Wands, you got that passion, you've got I like in your relationship analysis, I think you're in a really good position and you'll be able to take this information and use it to your advantage. That's how I feel.
Yeah, trust the stability that is present in this situation. If you're identifying with those two kings, well, this Queen of Pentacles coming out twice is your person. And the Queen of Pentacles is Miss Stability. Miss, I can take care of the home, the health, the money, the creative stuff. It's all very good. I'm gonna draw some. Are we ready for oracle cards on your side there, G?
Right here, I have my layout. Everything's ready for your oracle. And I'm not going to clarify anything because that's your job, but I think they're all laid out beautifully. So I think it's time for you to button it up if you want.
I do. I'm going to
Uh,
use the Amore Psyche deck, and we're going to take a look at your sexual connection, your physical connection. Yeah, unrequited desire. So that's the thing. Being too up in the mind to take action on that King of Wands energy that you're feeling. The dilemma of the two kings. That's where we're caught. And on the bottom of the deck is full intimacy. So there is that. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is saying here. The Queen of Pentacles is an incredibly sensual energy, as in engaging all of your senses, full intimacy. I'm going to also get one from, let's do two actually from the Lover's Oracle. Now, these can come out straight up as advice, you guys, so take only as it resonates, of course. What do we have for whoever resonates here? Oh, interesting. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events. Life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Hear that, King of Swords? Stepping out of the memories of the past. Eight of Swords, King of Swords. The things that stop you from being able to believe in potential. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So, whatever dilemma that is living between the two of you right now, it has to do with bringing it to a more solid, stable place. I'll go back to that King of Swords too and say that clear communication could be your friend right now. If you're having doubts about the solidity of the situation, a conversation is definitely at hand.
I've always said that my Queen of Pentacles is Mother Goose energy. Now, what did Mother Goose? She took care of everybody. And you can only do that if you have confidence, because it takes a lot of confidence to take care of people. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. And the self care aspect of this Queen of Pentacles is very strong too. So, again, if you're relating to the kings, of course, masculine or feminine, but if you're relating to the kings, then this Queen of Pentacles should not be in doubt in terms of the energy, the solidity, and the growth potential.
All I can say is check, make sure that you're always fighting. The Six of Wands down here again, it was in my blocker position. That tells me you could be overconfident in your victory. Don't ever assume a heart has been won over. You always have to continue to win that heart. I'm just telling you, I sense that, and let it be my little warning. But don't ever just sit back and think you've got it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're dealing with a Queen of Pentacles.
Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles is, you know, she's a Queen of Pentacles for a reason. Are you done? Or do you want to add anything? Or do you want to tell our
Why don't
audience?
we throw one more? Why don't we throw Romance Angel just because I really like this reading?
Okay.
Let's get a Romance Angel
All
on
right.
this
I'm
one.
going to.
Yeah, here we're pointing back to that clear conversation, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So that moon there and that King of Swords, the key to the reading, you've got to communicate, and then you'll feel a lot safer about the direction that your relationship is headed in.
I'm loving it. Well, we want to thank you for tuning in. I am just honored that I can be your reader today. And self
Thanks, you
mastery is
guys.
our business. And please, if this moved you, please like, share, subscribe, do all the stuff that they ask you to do. We appreciate it. We share our energy, and we'd appreciate if you'd share yours with us. But this was
Thanks,
your
everyone.
this was your relationship analysis. And any questions, just reply.